was awesome, dude.
No, I'm
You're
not.
so good.
I'm just nervous. Are you sure that we got everything?
You do not seem nervous at all.
I'm sure. Do you see a duck on the pond when they're like that, all nice, but the feet on the different country?
Hey y'all, I'm Casey JOHNS, and you are watching the UK Americana Bar Show.
You make me feel famous, like driving a Ferrari, rolling down the PCH to a party, red carpet looking, drinking all very all night. You make me feel famous, like everybody's watching, eyes on us, in the paparazzi's popping. I already know what it's like to have my name in lights. You make me feel famous.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the UK Americana Bar Show. Thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Bringing you now part 2 of the interview I did with Casey JOHNS, country singer from Nashville, telling us all about her new album that she's working on in secret, working with Stephen Cade from Giving Guitars, tells us about this new whiskey that she's got, that she's bringing out. She's very excited to tell us all about that. And also where she got her famous name from, KC, from a famous band. So check that out. We also got her on the spot, which is really, really funny. You're going to love this girl. Casey JOHNS, part 2. Please don't forget to subscribe. Have a look.
We did 200 dates last year. Yeah, crazy.
200?
Crazy. But anytime there's like a weekend off, I get a little bored. I'm like, all right, let's go out. Let's go play a show.
And no one said anything about how the shirt matches the glasses. Anyone see that?
Hey, I like it. I
You like
it's a
that?
vibe. Yeah.
You know, another interesting thing. This is interesting, Josh. You're going to love this. A lot of artists that we have from Memphis, Colorado, California, Nashville, believe it or not, they always say that they're inspired by the same 3 names. Whether it's Led Zeppelin, mostly Sheryl Crow, but everyone that keeps coming up is Stevie Nicks.
Oh yeah.
And you're the same. Isn't that weird?
That is wild, yeah.
It is. Them 3 guys must have been just doing stuff all the time.
Yeah, well, I'm a massive Sheryl Crow fan. I think she does a lot of what I kind of do musically, just like blues and rock and roll and country, and she plays guitar. I mean, she's just a super talented writer.
Yeah, she is great.
Yeah, and so I'm a huge fan. And then obviously Zeppelin and Stevie Nicks are right
Zeppelin,
there.
Stevie, yeah.
I mean, legends.
Love
Come on.
Stevie Nicks, yeah, incredible. Hey, do you know, Casey, we had an artist in the studio a little while back called Stephen Cade.
I love Stephen.
And you know what? I recognised you when you come to the studios, but didn't you do a song with him?
We did, yeah. Stephen Cade and Andy Renfrey and we wrote a song called Sure Feels Good, and we did a video to it. It was so much fun.
That was one in the truck, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The red truck, yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's fantastic. And you wrote that together like
We
that?
did, yeah. It was a blast. We knew immediately it was going to be a duet. Stephen he's got such a killer voice, so we had such a good time recording that, yeah.
Giving Guitars, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just here recently, actually, funny enough, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, he's very,
I'm jealous.
very good.
We should have been here at the same time.
Yeah,
it's
something amazing. I can't believe that.
Like 60 miles an hour and you're singing along with the radio's playing your favorite song. Like a scratch-off ticket with $1 million win, catching a big wave and riding it in. Like everything's falling into place the way it should. Baby, you and me, this sure feels good. Just coasting all day, build a castle, watch it wash away. Babe, the way you look at me gives me goosebumps in the summer breeze, and this sure feels good.
So look, you've got a new whiskey out, is that right? A little drink?
I do. I saw your bar over here, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
I wish
so,
I'd have brought you a little shooter.
So shooter, what is that?
Like a
is
little
that
shooter.
That's a gun.
Like a little
What do we call that?
whiskey shooter.
A shot. We call it a shot. A shooter. We call it a shot. You call it a shooter. So why didn't you bring me? Why didn't you bring me a bottle? What's the deal?
I know. I wish I could have. Next time, I promise you. I got you. I got
Right,
you.
I'll hold you to that. So, I mean, I've got the name of it. I've got to read it out though. Thunder Mystique Smoked Bourbon Whiskey.
I think you'd like it. Do you like Scotch?
I like Pepsi Cola.
Oh,
am I allowed to say that on the
Great.
phone?
Yeah, you can say
Hey,
that.
it's good for sponsorship. No, I mean, to each their own. You know, I like a glass of milk sometimes, but yeah, of course I do. But it's funny because God, I hate this question. Right, let me ask you a question. So, bourbon and whiskey. So I thought that in America they know whiskey as bourbon, and we call it whiskey. But that's not the case. There is a taste bourbon, and there's a taste drink whiskey. Is that right?
Yeah, totally.
Right, I never knew that. So
the cool thing about ours though is I got to be a part of the whole process. But like they char when they were aging Thunder, they char it with like all these old branches. So that's what gives it like that smoky bourbon taste, which is awesome.
Cool.
And then it's got like a mesquite aftertaste with all the branches, and so it's like. If you like Scotch, which you like milk, so probably not, but it's. I feel like you would love it.
Guinness? Have you heard of Guinness?
Yes.
I love me Guinness.
Okay, well that's what I'll do next. Okay.
And do you know what they have Guinness? They have a shooter in the Guinness.
Oh, I've
they
seen
do
that.
Yeah, they do
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've never had
we'll
it.
We'll have to check it out.
Okay, we'll do this after the show.
You got it. God, I've got so many things I want to ask you, but I know that you've got to get back on the road. You've got your band outside waiting to
They're chilling. They're chilling.
So what's next? I mean, after you come out, are you going to Europe? To Norway after this?
So we're gonna do Norway, I think, in November.
In November, a little bit later on in the year.
Yeah.
And then what? Back to the States to.
Yeah. So in June, I've got a new single coming out first week of June, and then we're back on tour in the States through June, July, and August, and then of course a little bit of September, and then we're coming back here in the fall.
Album? Do you work on album material, album stuff?
We are currently working on a record right now.
And you can't tell me anything about it. I've been told by your management. Is that right? Why is that?
Kind of.
Why did it do that?
Kind of. So I'm hoping by the beginning of next year we'll be able to like put the record out. So
you're in the middle of an album then?
In the middle of a record. Yeah, I'm working really slow on it because I just want to take my time.
Yes, to get it right. So exclusive. So she is working on an album, and she's going to send it to us as soon as. And when she's here in November,
of course.
There you go.
You'd be the first one to hear it. Amazing.
That's what I wanted to say to you. I knew there was something. You are named after one of my favourite bands, like
really?
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Oh man!
I mean, come on, guys, Casey and the Sunshine Band, and Casey is named after them. Fantastic. You know their music and stuff, do you?
I am obsessed, yes.
Grew
up listening to Casey and the Sunshine Band. They're back on tour. So last year I got to go see them at the Ryman in Nashville. And Casey puts on such a great show. He is so funny.
Yes.
Such a great show.
I heard that. He is funny.
I'm so happy I actually got to see their show before,
Right.
Before they just stopped touring, so.
So look, just let you, so don't be late.
Don't be late. You almost made me late.
So that's at the Record Junkie in Sheffield.
Yeah.
Know that place, that's very well. But the Foodie Festival in Sion Park.
Yeah.
That's all. It's big.
Super excited.
And you're gonna love that. It's
I'm
excited.
Great. That's gonna be fun.
Well, look. Before you go, it's been really fantastic. Thank you for taking time to come on the show. I really do appreciate it. I love your music so much. You're really awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, and I mean
so
that.
Are you.
Yeah, I know. No, but I really do mean that because, this industry's changed and you never know what's in front of you. And when I see artists that are just fighting and keeping the dream alive, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. And thank you for doing that. So look, before you go, I know you thought you was going to get away, but you're not. I've got the keys somewhere.
He locked me in.
We've got a new segment to the show called On the Spot.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
No.
You haven't heard?
No, I'm nervous. Should I take a drink of coffee first?
Yeah. So you're on the spot. So look, you can either tell us a joke, or I can ask you a question. What would you like?
A question.
You're going to tell me a joke.
I'm not funny at all.
You're going to tell me a joke. That's fantastic. No, you want a question?
Yeah. For sure.
Okay. Well, I happen to have one here.
How many people actually say they want to tell a joke?
We get one or two.
Really?
Said it was more joke.
They prefer the question because I think they think that I've got these great spectacular questions, which
You
I have.
do have great questions.
Well,
I've
what do
loved
you- what do
every
you-
question you've asked.
This is one for you. Are you ready?
Perfect, I'm ready.
So, Casey Johns, here is your question. Now, we talked about whiskey earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if you know, but whiskey, bourbon, it was invented by the Celts, the Irish and the Scottish.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I actually did not know
Yeah,
that.
it was invented by them guys.
Okay.
Now, I want to know, because I'm a little bit Irish myself. So I
heard.
I wanted to ask you, when was it invented? Was it, it comes in, I'll give you three guesses, three.
God.
Was it A, 1494,
Okay.
B, 1594,
Okay.
or C, 1694? So you got 1494, 1594, or 1694.
I'm
When
gonna
was
say A. Is that wrong?
You got it right. Well done. That's great.
Hey, I know my whiskey. Come on.
He made a bet with me earlier, thinking that I got it wrong.
I can't believe it. Well done, you. You had to get that right anyway.
Oh, yay!
Well,
That
look,
makes
ladies
me
and
happy.
gentlemen, isn't she fantastic? Again, thank you ever so much for taking time, Casey. It's brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, Casey Johns.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
No, please come again, won't you?
Absolutely.